Hey everybody, how are you? Want to do a brief reflection video on the nature of healing and the physician. So, I have come to conclude that really um, the nature of healing is actually quite different than the modern medical model. And as you all know, I'm seeking to kind of practice mental health care in a way that in my mind, is dealing directly with matters of the psyche and matters of the soma, and really the way that those interact. Now, we have um, a dynamic process here, right? It's not like things are so black and white, there's sort of moving targets. But my sense of how to be a good helper and healer and really a genuine physician is to have a very strong sense of self. And when I say have a sense of self, what I mean is not, being somebody and forcing things and like making things happen. Insert all the introjective themes, right? Of conflicts. But rather, paradoxically, it's a coming to terms with what is, a sort of acceptance of what is within the context of something like hope, faith, love, trust, genuine virtue, embodied virtue. So it seems to me then the central task of the healer, of a true physician, is to attend to their own wounds and then holding the space for others to do the same. I think this is a pattern that I'm seeking to experience and live out through my day-to-day life. I think there have been periods in my life where I have felt more or less capable of showing up in that way. And I think the key here is being able to tell when you're not able to and when you are, and being able to assert the boundary, to negotiate with reality, to make sense of what's real. And I know it sounds ridiculous saying this, but it's true. What is most real is not necessarily what we understand, but it's the integration point between what we think of as something like the masculine principle and the feminine principle. That is, the integration of mind and body in pursuit of truth. It's the integration point. If we can show up at the integration point and we hold that space, then, well, we can build something that sustains, that heals, and really confronts what I think of as something so much bigger than me as an individual, than you as an individual. Sort of like a spiritual sort of way of being in the world. And I think this is why physicians, at least traditionally, have always been sort of like religious men and women, because they had that intuitive sense. They knew they had to attend to themselves. It could be going into the unconscious, could be doing a devotional, I don't know. But they had to go within, to be able to support the other. So tell me what you think.